Alrighty, we are back. We are going to talk to Ilberd to continue the storyline. Back and forth. Our hunt for the ivy begins in earnest, Scion. Suffice it to say, we must tread warily, but one misstep may well cost us our lives. Our business here is concluded for the time being. Let us return to the Rising Stones and report to Commander Levelier. I think I pronounced that pretty well, Levelier. Levelier. So we'll go to our home point here, into the 7th heaven, into the Rising Stones entrance door. And then down and to the right a bit here is Alphinaud. Cutscene, fade to black. We returned from Ul'dah, Commander. They salute each other. And not a moment too soon, something has happened. Trouble? You will recall that the 4th was tasked with reconnoitering the rendezvous site used by the Ivy's minion and his Imperial contacts. Soon after you left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route to its destination. Gods damn it. According to the report, one of ours has been taken captive. The Garleans are not wont to treat their foemen. That's a word I've never heard before. Foemen. Foemen with dignity, and I have grave fears for her safety. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall those braves who are afield. Begging your pardons, Commander, but we have not the time. Ilberd turns to you. I'm afraid I must ask you for your aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide the Garleans with more captives, yet time is of the essence. Simply put, you are the best chance we have. Captain Ilberd has the right of it. I trust you are willing, but of course you are. Now, Alianne of the 4th lies in wait in the Tangle, near the entrance to Castrum Sentry. Seek her out, and she will apprise you of the situation. Levelier. Exit to Revenant's Toll. And we feel it on them coming on side. You on them back and say, please, please. Now I don't know why I jazz wolf tonight. I got the feeling something ain't right. This damn frog. Here's Alianne. You would aid us in the rescue mission? We are in your debt, Warrior of Light. Now, I put the wrong emphasis on all of the syllables. Now, time is against us, so allow me to brief you on the situation. The Garleans fell upon us without warning, wounding poor Resh and hauling her away to the castrum yonder. Outnumbered as we were, it was all we could do to flee and regroup. Even as we speak, the Garleans may be interrogating Resh, or worse. With her hurts, I fear that she may not have long to survive their attentions. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may yet be in its infancy, but the bond that binds us is strong as mithril. None of us will stand by while a comrade suffers. When we, the remnants of the 4th, will infiltrate Castrum Sentry. Please help us find Resh before it is too late. We'll jazz wolf mostly south and a little bit west. South-southwest, I would say. I think, are we doing the sewer entrance part? Is that what this is? No, not yet. We got some 6th cohort Equus. Some things to kill, some people to kill. People to kill, people to see. Alright. Here's Resh. Can't tell. Oh, she's sitting up. Cutscene, fade to black. Ugh. Where am I? The rest of the guards come running up. Not guards, the new legion under Alphinaud. Resh, thank the gods we found you. And thank you, warrior of light. Now, to quit this accursed place, Resh cannot move with those wounds. She will need to be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Garleans will be only too happy to grant you their undivided attention. If you were to create a commotion within the castrum, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Let us speak again once we are safely outside these walls. Are we even inside the walls? I don't think I had to go inside any walls. I think we're still on the outskirts, technically, so... But, whatever. Well, I guess not. I guess we are sort of inside... Oh, it's a cliff. I had to fly up the cliff. Okay, that's what it was. What the heck? You took no damage from that? Why not? I have a buddy who's doing the same thing apparently and helping out. Just let melee hits take him out the rest of the way. Back on the Jazzwolf. So we're getting attacked by some mechs and some guards. Pretty standard stuff for a warrior of light, you know what I'm saying? I'm using all of my red mage wiles to take them out. It ain't hard. I think we're gonna have some more here. Yep. Are you guys close enough for AoE to hit? No, of course not. Now are you? No, of course not. There we go. Don't. Oh, paralyze? You suck. I hate you guys. No. Okay. We probably caused quite a commotion up in this castrum. Bum bum bum, Jazzwolf go. Jazzwolf assemble. So, fun news about my new job. Aced it in all the classwork, all the learning, all the tests, all the client call, practice, you're on a fake call with a client, blah, blah. And we are now 1 week down of actual call time on the phones, talking to clients, trying to sell Medicare Advantage and Medicare Supplement plans, which are great plans. And selling them is not hard. But all of my clients that I've got calls from have either had a really good plan already and there wasn't anything better, or I've made appointments for them next week because they didn't have time to finish the process, but they seemed interested, so I made 0 sales this week. And I believe I'm one of the few in the class of 65 people that has 0 sales still. So, goes to show you can learn everything super good and ace all the tests and be top of the class and then big old goose egg and just suck balls at sales. So I am hoping that they help me figure out what the fuck's going on. But anyway, not looking too hopeful at this point because I'm not much of a sales person, and from my past experience, I'm not very pushy. And I'm definitely not the type to sell somebody. I don't think anybody in the class is doing this, or at least I hope not, but I'm not the type to sell somebody a policy that does not actually benefit them in comparison to what they already have. So, I've waited your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us a great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Resh is safe, and we suffered no further casualties. Words cannot well express my gratitude. All that is left is to report the mission's success to Commander Levalier. I shall go on ahead to the Rising Stones. You mean you're not gonna carry me on a palanquin? Rude. Last time I help anybody, anytime. And what's more, I'm in the chat. Since I have all this knowledge, because I learned really well, I am helping others with parts of their sales because they don't know what to do here, here, and here. They don't know how to get into this system. They don't know that this level of LIS means this amount of copays for the client's drugs, and they don't understand Medicaid levels, and these people are getting sales and I'm not. And that frustrates the shit out of me. It just frustrates the shit out of me. It's more that I'm frustrated that I'm not getting sales. That's more frustrating than that other people are getting them who still don't know what they're doing, but they're getting sales. Frustrating, sure, but it's mostly my own performance that drags me down. Cutscene, fade to black, talking to Alphinaud. Ah, it does me well to see you thus returned. Though I doubt not your prowess, entering an enemy stronghold is generally considered to be a risky venture, and I must confess to having been a trifle anxious. But here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission as is your wont. Lest you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to their expert ministrations, the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Mercy. In walks Ilberd. Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Resh owes you her life. We escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. As you say, Commander, I will see to it that these men keep their wits about them. And it may yet take time, but I will not rest until we have identified and apprehended the Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Mercy, I realize that you have scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary. I require that you accompany me to Quarthus. I have been granted an audience with an Ishgardian dignitary, you see, and the man expressly requested your presence. Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you are ready. Turn this in, take some gil, because I'm still outgeared for the level 110 gear. I got 130 because you get that from the Tomestone's Poetics. Alphinaud, coming to terms is the next quest. We have been blessed with a rare opportunity, Mercy, an audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are to treat with Sir Aymeric, a Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, in Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. We would be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Aymeric wishes to meet the woman behind the legend, I would not deny him the pleasure of your company. Whoa, what kind of company are you trying to promise that I'll be pleasurable? The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan when you request your permission to accompany to Quarthus. Mayhap you feel this to be a waste of your talents, which could doubtless be put to nobler use. If so, I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword. I had no thoughts on the matter, dude. You guys have had me go pick up items for you and be your errand girl that seems frustrating at times. Oh, can you take this over to, what's his name? The Urianger? Can you take this to Urianger, please? He's like 2 rooms away and I just don't want to do it. So can you do it? Like that kind of shit. But I don't care. It's a video game, I don't care. A meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador? By all means, I think it a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual beast tribe activity of late. If Alphinaud believes your presence may help him to secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him. Cutscene, fade to black. You and Minfilia are just like discussing. Antecedent, I take it Mercy has explained the situation? She has, yet welcome these overtures are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. Oh, okay, yeah. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? Would that I knew. The question of their motives is one to which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know no more than is generally known. Fades to black. We're looking at a map. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated at the center of Abalathia's spine, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Archbishop? Archbishop. I think it's Archbishop. Members of the original Eorzean alliance formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdrew from the alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silver Tear Skies. Since which time their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of their former allies' calls to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' pleas even when the calamity loomed large. And on the fields of Cartano, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nations will fall, as once fell Alamigo. And what have mine efforts yielded? Why, not. Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction. I should hope so. Rather than the lowly messengers we have been fobbed off with in the past, this time we shall meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not so naive as to think that they come to us out of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though they have yet to find out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agendas to the negotiating table, and so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truths. I pronounced the big word correctly, and then, yeah. The Empire will soon be at our doorstep once more. Indeed, you may be assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Let us depart for Camp Dragonhead, Mercy. Our old friend Lord Horchefant is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further ingratiated yourself with the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful to our cause. And let's just take the teleport for 220. Lord Horchefant. Ah, Mercy, ever a welcome sight. Our hearts have been stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch cold whilst enjoying our hospitality. The gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in cold climes. Ah, good Master Alphinaud, an honor as always. Likewise, Lord Horchefant, forgive us yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid since you so generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense. Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? House Forton, I believe it is, House Forton, may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I am simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries of Snowcloak helped to justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is of grave concern to us all. But to the matter at hand, Sir Aymeric arrived in Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I am told he is eager to meet with you at your first convenience. You are doubtless weary from your journey and desirous to rest a while by the warmth of your hearth. But if you are willing to forgo such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the intercessory. Intercessory? I pronounced that right, even though I'd never heard that word before. Intercessory. Intercessory. Anyway, he will grant you entrance and send word to the other attendees. As inviting as your hearth sounds, I think it best we proceed to the intercessory forthwith. Intercessory. Weird word. What does it mean, Cotton? And then we're kind of like under a part of the castle here. We have been expecting you, madam. Pray take ease inside. Take your ease inside, and I shall summon the others. Cutscene. Inside, stone room. You know, as castles go, large kind of oval / rectangular table. Low. Horseshoe fountains with us.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
In walked Alphinaud, and here's Sir Aymeric and a female knight in silver. Aymeric's kind of like blue, black.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you. I am Aymeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphinaud Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Aymeric. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
She's labeled as taciturn temple knight.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us. Now then, shall we begin?
See my name.
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the primal menace. The beast tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean Alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Fortin has offered to Revenant's Toll.
Forton.
These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Helpful. What's the catch?
Sir Aymeric, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not, for I require something in exchange. Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard Sorma.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say.
Dona.
As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
So House Forton and more Dona. I've been saying Donna.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Do you accept these terms?
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments. I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
What is the meaning of this?
A knight has come rushing in. Chainmail.
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked. It was Iceheart, my lord.
What? By the Fury! All our precautions were for naught?
Paid to black. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, and we're turning it in. Okay. We'll take some more gil. That is the end of this video. It's 7 p.m. here. I'll probably make another one. Spend another half hour doing this because it's fun for me in a way. I will see you guys in the next video. Ta-ta.